Hello and welcome to Pick a Card Palace. In today's Pick a Card reading, we will be answering the question, who is coming towards you in love? For this reading, we have 7 options. Option 1 is main character 1. Option 2 is rich gent. Option 3 is high honors. Option 4 is expectation. Option 5 is military person. Option 6 is rich girl. And option 7 is main character 2. Take a look at these options, and once you've made your selection or selections, because it is perfectly fine to watch more than one of these readings if these cards are more than one of these cards is calling to you. But once you've made your selection, you can scroll down to the description box where you will find links taking you directly to each of the individual readings. I'm going to give you a bit of time now to make your selection before we get started, but if you need more time after that, just pause the video. Hello there, option 2. I'm sorry. Option 1. Option 1. This is option 1, y'all. Sorry about that. If you chose main character 1, this will be your reading. I don't know why I'm trying to get ahead of myself. Let's see if I can stick that here. I might need to rearrange it as we go, but let's see. So again, the question we're asking today is, who is coming towards you in love? So let's find out who this person is. So for those who chose option 1, main character 1, who is coming towards them in love? Okay, we have the professor. Intelligent and wise. He has all the answers, but forgets the question was about dinner. Okay, so straight away we see that you've got an intellectual type, option 1, who is coming towards you. Someone who enjoys learning, who may be heavily involved in education. They might actually work in education for their job, or they may be a student. In particular, they may be a graduate student. But it doesn't have to be the case that they work in education. It could simply be that you're dealing with someone who is very curious about the world and loves to study something, some particular topic or every particular topic. This is someone who would be a great conversationalist, even if they know so much that they get off track at times and maybe wander around in conversation and have to maybe be reminded to circle back to the point or get to the point. So I'm seeing someone here who is very verbally oriented, someone who expresses themselves well, someone who may be a writer, a good writer, someone actually who may prefer to communicate in writing instead of face-to-face, for example. Perhaps this person finds it easier to collect their thoughts when they can put them down on paper uninterrupted. So this is the general energy of the person who is coming towards you in love, option 1. Now let's see what else we can find out about this person. Okay, please tell us more about this person who is coming towards option 1 in love. Please tell us more about this person. We have, I'm sorry, y'all, I don't take reversals, and I guess I was holding the deck upside down. But anyway, this is the Knight of Wands, and I wonder now whether I should actually take it upside down. That's kind of unusual, but I feel like that energy goes better with what we're talking about here. So it was not accidental from a spiritual viewpoint that I was holding the deck upside down. But anyway, let's continue. We also have the Devil. Okay, so now we have some Capricorn energy coming through. Your person, or this person I should say, may or may not be a Capricorn. They could have Capricorn sun or moon or rising, a crowded 10th house, a prominent Saturn, something like that. But this is the energy of this person who I was talking about, is very studious. It looks like this person also is very career oriented, very driven, probably very focused on the material world and getting ahead in the material world. With the Knight of Wands reversed, this is someone who's very slow and methodical, which is what you would expect from such a deep thinker as we have here. So this is not someone who's probably going to rush at you. I'm not sure exactly how they would come towards you. Maybe that will, I think that's a question we will answer later in the reading. But for now, we have this energy of somebody who is very professional or career oriented, very intelligent, a great conversationalist, or at least very smart and knowledgeable and good with words, whether they're written or verbal, and someone who, is not going to shoot first and ask questions later. They like to study what they're going to be getting into before they stick their toe into the water. Now, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Three of Wands, and this again is going along with the energy that this is someone who plans ahead. This is someone who has a vision, or likes to have a vision for how things are going to unfold, or how they want things to unfold, and they put all their little ducks in a row so that things can unfold the way that they envision. But that means that this is someone who is thinking about the long term, someone who's thinking about down the road. This is not someone who is just here for the good times right now. So this is someone who probably has had their eye on you for some time, may or may not have expressed any kind of interest in you as of right now. I mean, in fact, they may come across to you as being quite focused on these other things, the career, the money, the studies, or what have you. But indeed, this person is into you, option 1, and this is the person coming through who is going to be coming towards you in love. So that's interesting, option 1, because as I said, that maybe this doesn't seem like the type who'd be coming towards anybody in love, or how they'd be going about that might not look like they're coming towards you in love, but there you go. So now let's look and see what else we can find out here about this person. So tell us more, please, about this person who is, whoa. Okay, I had a card fall on the floor. Let me see what that is. Excuse me for a moment. Okay. Wow. Okay. This card fell on out. As you can see, it says friend zone. Let's see if you can get that. Okay, there we go. Platonic trap, unreciprocated feelings, stuck as friends, quote, like a sibling to me. Okay, so this card, I don't take what I call flippers, the cards that just kind of fall out. I like to draw intentionally from the deck, but I do acknowledge these cards because, you know, when something flies out or slips out or falls out, I mean, there's a message here for us. So with this card, option 1, I'm wondering whether this is someone who is a friend of yours. It could be that you have intentionally friend zoned this person. for whatever reason. It may or may not be because they are, quote, like a sibling to you. Or perhaps this person has come across to you as though they have friend zoned you. So again, as I was saying, this person may not even seem like the type, or doesn't seem like they're romantically interested, but this reading is indicating otherwise, option one. So let's continue here. Let me actually shuffle some more and hopefully draw a couple of cards before anything falls back out again. So for option one, please tell us more about this person who yeah, because I want to draw cards intentionally, and maybe that's just not the plan here, but I'm going to try one more time. First of all, let me acknowledge divine timing. You saw it. It slid out, and it's reversed, but upright, it would say. Let's see, I'm going to get this to focus. Probably not. Oh, there we go. Okay, it says patience required, trusting the process, perfect timing when it's meant to be. Okay, so this is, of course, not a card that lots of people love to see in a romance reading. But the good news is that, I guess you could say it's good news, is that this card is actually coming out reversed. So this is saying that, this is not something where maybe it will linger for a long time. Maybe it already has lingered for a long time, but with this card reversed, I'm thinking that maybe divine timing has arrived for some kind of action or movement to be taking place. But we'll see. We'll see about that subsequently. I'm going to try one more time to just shuffle and draw. Please tell us more about this person who is coming towards option one in love. Okay, we have triggered. Says emotional reactions, unresolved wounds, facing past hurts, and why does this bother me? Okay, so this person, let me see if I can, I don't really know what I'm going to do with this. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I can move it like this. I bet I can. I can move this on over here. Trying to make room for all the cards I want to lay out as this reading goes on, so bear with me here. Okay, so with the triggered card, we have someone maybe who is a bit sensitive, and emotionally reactive to things. We talked about how this person is an intellectual, so this person probably lives in their head. Okay, we talked about how they're slow and methodical planners and all that, and so this may be the type of person who gets upset when things don't go exactly like they are planning for things to go. This is someone maybe who's very particular about how things are arranged in their home or on their desk at work even. And even the slightest kind of disruption is in fact upsetting to this person. And that tells me that this person maybe has, I don't want to say control issues, but like I said, they like to be in control of things. And so I'm wondering now, the phrase I'm hearing is slow rollout. It could be that this person is taking kind of what would you call it, a business-like approach here to their approach to you. It could be that they have a long-term plan to get to know you, and for you to get to know them, and for you to get comfortable with them and their quirks or what have you. And once they feel like you would be receptive and you know what you'd be getting into by saying yes, then they might approach and ask or try to move things in a romantic direction. Now let's see what else we got here. We also have, very appropriately, secret admirer. The card says, let me see, there we go. It says hidden affection, anonymous notes, unknown interest, someone's watching. So yes, as I was saying, this person is in, they've been biding their time. They've been watching you. They've been planning how to approach and when to approach. Like I said, maybe this has been going on for some time, this association that they have with you. and you've been thinking that, this person is not interested in me in that way, or you have decided, or for whatever reason have indicated to them that you're not interested in them that way. But whatever the case may be, this person has plans. Perhaps to win you over, change your mind. I don't know, something to that effect. Okay, so now that we have an idea of who this is, I can say, if you don't recognize this person as somebody who's in your life at all, then choose another option. Otherwise, we are going to now look more closely at how they are feeling about you. So let's see what's on their minds about you at this time. So for option 1, this person who is coming towards them here, our professor type, what's on this person's mind about option 1? What is on their mind about option 1? Let's see. Okay. It says, there was a time when I could not see your beauty standing there right before me. This is from the song Sweet Love by Charlie Wilson. Okay, so this is basically a song about a man who is friends with a woman, and they get to be pretty close friends, and he has regarded her for a long time as, quote, just a friend, somebody who's a great confidant, somebody he can talk to, and who seems to understand him and gives him advice even. There's another song coming through here for me. Now I'm talking through what this song is about. I think it's called You Make Me Wanna, and it's by Usher. I will link both this song and the Usher song in the description, should you be interested in checking out the lyrics or the songs themselves, because they might be relevant and help flesh out for you how this person is feeling about you, option 1. But let me just make a note of that. But yes, this person, option 1, maybe has been coming across as though they have friend-zoned you. And maybe it's because they have been distracted by their studies or what have you, as we were talking about. But in fact, at some point, this person realized that they were interested in you in more than just a platonic way. I'm wondering for some of you if this has something to do with a literal professor of yours, a literal teacher of yours, somebody in some position of authority over you at school, at work, and maybe that's one of the reasons why there's this quietness to their interest, because it's complicated by company or institutional protocol. There could be questions about propriety. Did I just say that? Anyway, yes, there could be some questions about, whether this is okay for your person to pursue in the first place. So you can see why maybe there's been kind of a masking of true feelings if that is the case. Now, that won't be the case for all of you, but that is something I probably should have mentioned early on. Now, let's see what this person's intentions are towards you in coming towards you. I mean, obviously they have some kind of romantic interest in you, but what specifically are this person's intentions towards option 1, this professor type? What is this person's intentions? We have letter, note, text message, invitation. Okay, so now I was already talking earlier in this reading, option 1, about how this person might be more comfortable communicating in written form. Here it specifically mentions text message, but maybe you get an email or maybe you get a text message. This person is intending to write to you, presumably to tell you how they really feel, or some kind of way indicate that. Or This card also says invitation, so it may be that this person wants to invite you to come hang out with them. And if you are in one of these more complicated situations where appropriateness is a question, this person may want to invite you to come and interact with them some kind of way as a pretext for being able to spend time with you. So for example, if this is your professor, they might ask if you would like to work with them on some special project, or they might say, hey, I have a question about something you wrote in a paper. I want to talk about it. Let's meet up. Something like that. I don't know. I'm picturing coffee or something, something innocuous, but actually undercover, very intentional on the part of this person who, again, wants to spend time with you. We also have, at the bottom of the deck here, option 1, we have love. It says appreciation, fondness, respect, and trust. So yeah, as I was saying, I think this person wants to make some kind of impression on you, and it's a long game for them. So they want you to see who they are and how they are, and hopefully come to like this person you come to know, and maybe perhaps even be open to loving this person. But so the intentions here are quite positive, option 1. So that's wonderful news. Now, before we close it out, I'm going to see if we can find out anything about how this person is going to come towards you, even though I feel like we've already kind of answered that. But so what action is this person going to take in coming towards option 1? Okay, we have the enemy, the male enemy. But don't worry, it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is, out to get you or anything. We also have consoling surprise. Let me see that here, that you got this kind of, I will never understand why I can't quite understand how to hold these cards and get them to focus. Okay, well, anyway, this is a man on a boat, and there's a bunch of fish. Jumping into the boat is actually what it looks like. So, right. So we talked about how this person is very methodical. They like to plan things out, and that's exactly the energy we get here with the enemy. Like I said, it's here in this context. I think it's a neutral thing. So this is someone who, again, likes everything to unfold in the way that they planned for it to unfold. They like a controlled environment, or at least they like to have control over the environment. But I think they want to come towards you in such a way as to make you see how great of an opportunity it would be to get closer to them. So again, I'm wondering if this is a situation with, professor-student or manager-employee or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't have to be, but that just keeps coming to my mind here. But yes, it looks like maybe they're going to try to make you some kind of offer that is very highly appealing. Something where you say, wow, I can't believe I'm getting this amazing opportunity. But in doing that, they're not simply offering you some amazing opportunity. They are plotting to get closer to you and spend time with you because they want to develop a love relationship here. So, their motives ultimately are good and pure, shall we say. Okay, option 1. So this is who's coming towards you in love. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please consider liking and or subscribing so that my little channel can grow. I'd really appreciate it. Now I'm going to move on to the next reading. Hello there, option 2. If you chose the rich gent, excuse me, this will be your reading. Again, today we are answering the question, who is coming towards you in love? Now, before we start, you chose the rich gentleman, so I wonder if this person is a person of means, material means, does this person have money? Or is this person someone who's got their mind on their money and their money on their mind? They might be on that grind, so to speak, trying to get ahead and make money and accomplish big goals in life. Well, rather I should say big career and or financial goals. This is someone who's making things happen. They're not passively waiting for, I don't know, they're not passively waiting to hit the Powerball jackpot. They are business oriented. Okay, so that's our first clue about who this is. But now let's look and see if we can find out more. Option 2, about who this is who is coming towards you in love. So who is this person who is coming towards option 2 in love? Who is this person? Okay, we have the architect. Thoughtful and, I was doing great with, there we go. Thoughtful and precise, great at layouts, bad at laying out emotions. Okay. So it looks like we've got an intellectual type here. Someone who is a planner, someone who is a designer, maybe professionally they work actually in some kind of architecture or design. This could be artistic, or it could be, more, I'm thinking like beyond literal design of structures to more broadly environmental design, environmental protection, things having to do with city planning, urban planning. I'm even thinking here in terms of maybe agriculture, which is interesting. That's interesting. Okay, but anyway, this person may or may not be working in one such field, but they have the kind of personality that values order and structure. And if this is someone who's coming towards you in love, option 1, then they are definitely planning for a certain approach and hopefully a certain outcome. Now, I have to say, this is actually already reminding me of option 1, in case you were at all attracted to that. But let's see, I assume this will be a distinct reading from that one. So for those who chose option 2, who is this person who is coming towards them in love? Okay, we have the 7 of discs. We also have the Page of Swords. Okay, so option 2. Again, this is someone who is taking their time. I'm thinking that this is something that has been in the works for some time, but it also appears that there's not much actually happening. There's a lot of mental energy here, a lot of thinking about you, option 2, but I'm not seeing so much doing, which is kind of surprising because, this rich gent card is, a person of action. However, maybe your person here is taking action towards other things, their career or whatnot, and not so much towards you, even though, I mean, the reading is who is coming towards you in love. So I expect for this energy to be something they're coming out of. This picture here depicts literally someone sitting here and, just chilling in the grass here, sitting under a tree and watching a plant grow, which honestly can't be very exciting. So I wonder why this person is pausing, so to speak. They seem to be waiting for something to develop. I don't know what. It could differ for different people watching. However, it does appear that they are curious about what's going on with you. They're thinking of communicating something to you, even though I don't know how deep it is, that they, what they want to say. I wonder if this is the type of person who would come forward with, like the one word text message, hey, or sup, or, something like that. What you doing? So that is quite interesting, option 2, because, I was expecting something way more dynamic. So maybe they appear dynamic in other areas, and for some reason, with regard to you, at least in the now, like that's not how they're coming through. But rest assured, they do want to come towards you, and like there's a sense here, because they show up in this reading, that they will come towards you. I don't want to say too much else about that, but we do have 5 of discs, which is like 5 of pentacles, at the bottom of the deck here. And this person is laboring under a heavy load, as you can see. So I wonder if this person is just busy taking care of, mundane life issues. And because they're having some kind of problem with those things, they haven't carved out time or haven't made an effort towards you. I wonder if specifically there's a money issue that is giving them pause. Not because, not because this person doesn't have enough money at all, but maybe because they want more. Maybe they feel like they want to get further along, maybe to impress you. They want more. They want to have more to be able to say about what they've accomplished, or what is more of something to brag about. I don't know. This is interesting. Okay, so please tell us more about who this person is, who is coming towards option 2, in love. It's the title of the video, so they don't look so much like they are, but I guess that's going to change, I hope. Okay, so we have influencer status. This says social recognition, online fame, power to influence, and swipe up. Okay, so this suggests to me that the person is, again, focused on something else. We said they were, the type of person who's trying to get ahead. So this corroborates that idea. Option 2. Why am I conflating option 1 and option 2? I did that, by the way, at the very beginning of option 1's reading. Anyway, yes. Hello there, people from option 1, if you're still watching. With this influencer status, I'm pretty sure, your person is at least preoccupied with their success in some other realm. Now, this says social recognition, but, when you really look at it, career achievements, money achievements, or any other type of achievement, a lot of it comes back to social approval. We're all chasing, to some extent or another, I don't want to say all of us, but many of us, most of us, it's normative. It's not like it's bad. I'm not singling this person out, but all of us are most of us are to some extent chasing, social approval in some way or another. And for this person, that social approval will come when they get big or bigger. Is it on social media? Is it just in their, like I said, career or their financial situation? Yes. It could be any of those. On the bottom of the deck here, we have a deep fake, but it is reversed. So I think that's good. It says convincing lies, altered truths, virtual deception, seeing is no longer believing. So because this card is reversed, this is indicating that your person here is wanting to be authentic. They're not trying to fool anybody, and I think that includes you. They're not trying to fool you. If they literally just are so obsessed with their success in the material realm right now, it may be that they don't want to lead anybody on. They don't want a breadcrumb. You know, they don't want to get anybody's hopes up. And so they just stay away. You know, they kind of hang in the background. Okay, so now let's get a message from this person to you. So for those who chose option 2, what's on this person's mind about option 2? What would this person like to say to option 2 at this time? Let me see. What would they like to say to option 2 at this time? We have, I want to get closer to you, baby, closer than just friends. This is from the song Closer Than Friends by Surface. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's got to be an overlap here from option 1, but I'm happy to have you here watching this one as well. For those who have stayed. But anyway, yeah, this is pretty clear and straightforward. This person wants to get closer to you, and they want to be closer to you than friends. I wonder if there's been this kind of diffidence or lack of clarity about exactly what they want with you, because as I was saying, they don't really want you to be having expectations that, you know, they're going to wine you and dine you and then be like, you know, having I don't know, they don't want you to think that they're going to be attached at the hip with you and laying up under you all the time every chance they get, because they actually are quite focused on this other career stuff, and they know that, even though at the same time they do want to get closer to you. They want to be closer than just friends. Maybe you are just friends in some kind of way with this person, whether that's a friends with benefits or a situationship, or like literally just platonic friends. This person wants more. They want more than that, even though it may not be really clear from actions and whatnot. And we are getting a sense of why that is. Okay, so now let's look and see what their intentions are towards you, option 2. Now that we know a bit about them and what's going on here. What? Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow, the cards have been really like this. This deck, which I love, is being very aggressive today, because I like to draw the cards intentionally and not have them just fly out, but I do acknowledge them, and so we're going to acknowledge these two, and then I'm going to tuck them back into the deck. But here we've got redemption and risk-taking. Redemption says hope, miracle, and turning point, while risk-taking says attack, go ahead, and glory favors the brave. Now that's interesting, because these cards apparently want to be a part of the reading. I was asking about this person's intentions towards you. They, I think, want to take a risk here. We talked about how, you know, methodical they are, how much of a planner they are, how focused they are on, you know, these other achievements. So for them, maybe moving closer to you in some explicitly romantic way is taking a risk in their own mind. Maybe they feel that it might be a distraction, you know, away from this other stuff that they are trying to focus on. But with redemption, I don't know, option 2. I wonder if this person is maybe not in your good graces and they know it, or they feel like maybe they're not. And so they're hoping to redeem themselves, maybe by taking this risk, if they're going to go ahead and reach out to you. Maybe. But let's try again with this very, I'm trying to think of a word. I don't know, it's just been misbehaving today, this misbehaving deck. So for option 2, what are the intentions of this person, this architect person here that we've been talking about? What are the intentions of that person towards option 2 at this time? We have determination. Go all out, struggle desperately, and belief in victory. Yeah, okay, we got this hard driving energy again, just like with the risk-taking card. You see the little flower against all odds growing out from the cracks in the ground here. So this person believes somehow, some way that they can come toward you or be with you. But they do seem to be recognizing that it's going to take a lot of effort on their part to do that. And the struggle here may have to do with balancing out, their pursuit of you and their pursuit of whatever else this is they're pursuing here. Money, fame, status, professional growth, all of the above. Let's see what we got here. Also, we have Bell. It says, call, warn, wake up, and signal. Yeah, I think, again, with the energy of just things not like happening or moving forward or what have you, this person wants to come out of that. They want to get your attention somehow. And it seems like the most obvious way to do that would be to just reach out to you. But maybe this person's trying to psych themselves up to move towards you. I mean, the reading again is who is coming towards you in love. So presumably this person is in fact going to be coming towards you. But let's see to that point. So what exactly is this person who we've been talking about here going to do to come towards option 2? What are they actually going to do in coming towards option 2? Okay, we have domestic. And we have, what is it, like sickness or something? Sickness, we'll say sickness. Okay. So it seems that this person wants to work on, I think they want to work on themselves, honestly, option 2. Because they, strangely, I say strangely because we've been talking about how driven they are with their career or status or what have you, but there's something going on with this person here, option 2, like maybe they've been feeling down, maybe they've been feeling a lack of get up and go. Maybe it's because they know they want to come towards you, but they also want to keep going as hard as they can with their career stuff or whatever this other stuff is. And so they don't want to necessarily make a choice, or rather they maybe realize they're going to have to make some kind of choice, and maybe they're having a hard time with it. But again, as we were talking about, they are determined some way to communicate to you how they feel, and that they do want to be more than friends with you. They want something more with you, option 2. As for how they're going to go about that exactly, like I said, I don't know. I think that they're still in the process of figuring it out, which is not exactly the answer I want to leave you with, because I mean, this whole reading is supposed to be who is coming towards you, right? So how can we have an answer that shows us someone who maybe isn't coming towards you. So let's see. I want to clarify here. So is this person going to take action to come towards option 2? Okay, we have ice. Let me see what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay, we have light and knowledge. Okay, it doesn't look like there's some kind of action in the near term, in the very near future, if there's not already any action. Whatever is going on now for you, whether that's no communication, low communication, just a platonic type of vibe, or a wall up, or someone who's just watching you and waiting, whatever the case may be here, I don't see actual change. And so this is disappointing, option 2, honestly, because I wanted a reading where someone would come through who's coming towards you. So tell you what, maybe choose another option. Maybe somebody else will be coming towards you, like for real. Unless you're satisfied with this answer, you know. Maybe you were just curious, thinking, this person is never going to come towards me, but I'm going to click on this and watch anyway and just see if that person shows up. So maybe that's what's going on here. There's the energy of someone in particular you came to this reading to hear about. And what you're hearing right now is that, well, maybe the mind is willing, but the flesh is not, at least not right now. So hopefully this will change. You know, because the energies do change and people change their minds. And this person, again, is clearly in process of working on and working through this issue for themselves in their own mind. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, option 2. If somehow you enjoyed this reading and you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel so that it can grow. I mean, you know, I want it to grow. Thank you again for watching. I'm going to move on now to option 3. Hello there, option 3. If you chose this card, High Honors, this will be your reading. Again, we're answering the question, who is coming towards you in love? And I'm really hoping we'll get someone who's actually coming towards you. I say that because, well, in case you saw option 2 and you're here at option 3 as well, you know what I mean. Excuse me for a moment, a card fell on the floor. And I don't know if this has anything to do with what's going to come up in your reading, option 3, but this is the card that just slid off of the deck and was on the floor there. It says the DJ. See if I can get this to focus. Of course not. Oh, wait, there we go. Cool and always in the spotlight. He'll spin your world, but sleeps all day. Okay, so I don't know who this is. Maybe, hopefully this is not the person who's coming towards you. We'll see, though. We'll see. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I apologize if that was offensive to anyone. Truly. I mean, you know, I tend to want great things for my viewers. And I'm not saying a DJ could not be a great thing, but someone who sleeps all day is not coming through as very relationship material type, shall we say. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just would not prefer that, but that's not up to me. Let's get on with the reading. Okay, so for option 3, who is the person who is coming towards them in love? Okay, we have the military officer, which is kind of strange because that's actually one of the other options in this reading. One of the options was military person, wasn't it? Yes, it was. But anyway, this card here comes out for you, option 3. military officer. This is who's coming towards you. It says, let me see if I can get this to focus. It says, disciplined and protective. He'll make your heart stand at attention. Okay. So we've got a by the book type of person. It's actually quite interesting, you know, because we have this high honors card that you chose, and now we've got the military officer. So it seems to me that whoever this is someone who is important. Someone who maybe has a title, maybe has certain ranking. It could be that this is someone who graduated from college and went into the military, and when you do that, you can enter at a higher level as an officer. So it could be that you're dealing with that kind, someone who fits that description, but it doesn't have to be the case. They don't even have to be in the military at all. This is energy of someone, like I said, probably very by the book, very rules oriented, someone who likes to keep order. You know, they don't like to see people breaking the rules. This is a very protective person, as the card says. Okay, this one, it just has a very serious vibe to them. Okay, so let's see what else we got here about this person. See what else we can find out. Option 3. So who is this person who is coming towards option 3 in love? Who is this person who's coming towards option 3 in love? We have the Sun. We also have, oh, okay, got 2 cards. We've got the 6 of Cups and the 10 of Discs. Oh, okay. Well, these are very bright and cheerful cards, option 3. So whoever this is who's coming towards you, I don't know how I'm going to fit all this on the, let me see. Might need to cover up some things so I have room. But anyway, yeah, so option 3. This could be someone from your past. This could be someone who is a friend, someone who's an old friend, or yeah, again, someone from however many years ago, someone who maybe has been in your life for many years. This is someone I think maybe you've had some kind of significant connection with already, even if it wasn't friendship. I don't know if you worked together on something. You know, you could have literally been co-workers or something to that effect. Or if this is someone you know through your family, and so this may be someone who's a friend of the family. This could be someone who you knew from back in the day. They maybe moved away. They got married, had kids or something with someone else. And now, for some reason, I guess maybe that relationship didn't work out, and so here they are coming towards you. We already talked about, I mean, because I don't think this is someone who's going to be like trying to, how would you say, have some kind of illicit, or illicit, excuse me, and some kind of illicit connection or clandestine relationship, you know, like behind closed doors or, you know, no-tell, motel type stuff. I don't think that that's what's going on here. I don't think this is someone trying to invite you into a third party or trying to trick you into a third party or anything like that. But I did need to mention that, you know, for some of you, maybe this is someone who, you know, has a background, you know, with that is included, you know, a spouse and a family. Okay. Again, that may not be the case for all of you, though. It may just be someone you know from many years ago, someone who's just a friend or was just a friend. But on the bottom of the deck here, though, we have the Ace of Wands. So this is perhaps someone who's quite fiery and passionate. At least that's how they feel about you, like they want to start something up with you or continue something. I don't know. Maybe this is an old flame or someone who considers you an old flame. Maybe you are like, I don't know, the one who got away and they got on with life and now they've kind of come full circle. Something like that. But anyway, let's see what else we can find out about this person. Option 3. So for option 3, what else can you tell us about this person who is coming towards option 3 in love? Okay, so we have unbreakable, but it is reversed. Upright, it would say. Inner toughness, enduring hardship, strength through adversity, and nothing can crack me. Okay, so it looks like something has happened, perhaps, to quote unquote break this person. I'm wondering if it had to do with, again, if they were in a relationship, a significant one, like a marriage, and for some reason that didn't work out or fell apart, or I don't know. But this is someone maybe who's had some significant struggles. Maybe despite being coming through with this military officer energy, would suggest some bravery, some strength. Maybe this person has had some not so great things happen in life that have really thrown them for a loop. That they've had to recover from, and the recovery maybe is not one where they just bounced back. Okay, what else we got here? We also have rebound, which is funny because I was just saying bounced back. But it says rebound, temporary comfort. Let me see if I can get that to focus. There we go. Temporary comfort, avoiding loneliness, quick replacement, and quote, just to forget. Well, I said that I don't think that this is the type of person who would be like involving you in a third party or anything like that. And it may not be, explicitly that kind of thing, but I wonder if this person has been going through difficult times and is looking for someone to distract them away from that, someone to help them forget. Yeah, just to forget, the card says. They're trying to take comfort, perhaps, in, somebody. And here, since this reading is about who's coming towards you, it could be that they see you as someone they could take comfort in. I'm still not convinced that this is, like, negative, though. I'm not getting an energy of somebody who's like predatory or selfish or a user or a player, or one of those undercover players because they're married, so they don't seem like they ought to be a player, but they are. I'm not getting that, but hey, let's see. So now let's look and see what this person would say to you at this time, option 3. What would this person like to say to option 3 at this time? What's on this person's mind about option 3? Let's see. We have All We Do Is Fight. This is from Is This Pain or Pleasure by Mint Condition. All we do is fight? I don't think this is even their energy towards you. I think maybe this is their energy towards, we were talking about a scenario in which there's another person here, another connection, relationship. Maybe here, this energy is about the person we're talking about and that other person. Maybe all they do is fight. And this is what the person coming towards you is struggling with. And they're trying to find or take comfort maybe in you or, in someone to help them forget their troubles. As I said, though, maybe I'm off here. Hey, if you're watching this and this is making sense some kind of way, please comment, explain to me what the dynamic is between you and this person or what they've got going on, because like I said, I just, I'm not ready to say this person is wrong, but that's, now I'm thinking, you remember we were talking about the DJ card and how what I want for you is the best. Maybe I am being overly optimistic here in saying I don't feel like this person is like trying to use you or something. But maybe that question will be answered now that we're going to ask our next question, which is, what are this person's intentions towards option 3 at this time? What are the intentions of this person, this military officer person, towards option 3? What are their intentions? We have run. It says chase, escape, and seek. We also have reflection, confession, prayer, and repentance. Okay, yeah, option 3. This is so interesting. I feel like this individual wants to come towards you so that they have someone to talk to. Like they want to unburden themselves. I don't know if they don't have anyone else to talk to about this situation. It could very well be that. But the title of this reading, I remind myself again, is who is coming towards you in love. So this person must have some loving or romantic type of interest in you, and yet we see here what's coming through is a narrative about them and maybe what's going on with them, possibly with a third party here. And now, with the run, chase, escape card, I feel like you are like some kind of escape, perhaps, potentially. That's how they're envisioning this. Whether they are consciously aware of this or not. But as I said, I feel like they want to, be honorable and do the right thing. So I don't know why I feel, again, like you might be coming from another option. But yeah, there is a sense here of needing an outlet for their pain and their frustration about maybe some other relationship. And they see you as being someone who they could approach and have that kind of connection with. But I wonder if this is the kind of situation in which the person doesn't want to, they don't want to break their marital vows or they don't want to cheat, but at the same time, they need an escape. So I'm going to ask, let me sure. Excuse me, I'm going to see if I can get another deck here. I wasn't planning to do this, but I am curious because I'm trying to make sense of what this person is like about here. Let me see. I hope I don't totally mess up my set here, moving stuff around on the side. Okay, so we're going to ask for some clarification. Okay, so this reading is about who's coming towards you in love, and we got this person, but we got this other energy here. Does this person have romantic interest in option 3? Do they have romantic interest in option 3? Okay, we have the stairs. Let's see what else we got here. We have the cross, and we have the dagger. Let's see what's under the bottom of the deck here. Okay, we've got the gentleman. Okay, y'all. I am not really sure that this person wants a romantic connection. They might come across as though they do because certain assumptions are made and they allow those assumptions to stand without correcting them. It could be that, this is a scenario in which someone gets closer to you, they start talking to you about their problems, and maybe, if this is a straight male and you are a straight female, you get to thinking, well, why else would this person be coming towards me if they didn't have romantic interest? But I'm not altogether sure that this person has romantic interest in you. And that is totally like, why is this reading not doing what I want it to do? Okay, I'm just going to go with it, though. This is what the cards are communicating to me. Option 3. Talk about, oh gosh. My readings lately seem to be doing this, going in some direction I don't expect. Well, okay, they do that anyway. But it seems like it's on steroids now. I intend to do a reading about who's coming towards you in love, and instead I get a narrative about someone who will let you think they're coming towards you in love, but they actually just want a shoulder to cry on. Like actually, this is not some kind of cliche, like they literally just want somebody to talk to. And maybe they think you won't be interested in just letting them vent if they say, hey, I just want to be your friend. But maybe this person actually is telling you that, hey, we're friends. I regard you as a good friend. And, or at least that's what they would be wanting to say to you. Let me see. I was going to ask one last question before we close this quite peculiar reading out. Option 3. So, what action specifically is this person going to be taking towards option 3? This person who the reading implies is coming towards option 3 in love. What specific action is this person actually going to take? Okay, we have superb. You can see there the peacock. And we have death. Okay. So, Yeah, it does seem option 3 like this person is trying to get certain needs met for themselves. And it may be, that they talk to you about potentially ending their uh, relationship with this other party, if that's what's going on here. That's the narrative I'm getting. Uh, I mean, I don't know if they actually would be, in fact, taking action to end things with that person, but I suppose that's kind of a moot point considering that I'm not altogether getting like a vibe that their interest in you is romantic, at least not at this time, which is like weird. This is so weird. I'm going to post this video though, because it might actually resonate for somebody and help them. This is usually the point at which I ask for subscribers, but if this doesn't make any sense to you or it's like really offensive to you even, I'm really sorry. I'm doing what the cards are, I'm telling you what the cards are communicating to me. I would much rather like to get a great message. I thought this was going to be, a fun and lighthearted message. But such is life. Okay, option 3. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to move on now to option 4. Hello, option 4. If you chose this card, expectation, this will be your reading, and we are answering the question. I certainly hope we're answering the question, who is coming towards you in love? If you've been in previous options, you know that isn't necessarily what this reading is going to do, but I really, really hope and intend that we will bring through someone who is coming towards you in love, option 4. So please tell us who is actually coming towards option 4 in love. A real person actually coming towards option 4 in love, not someone who's pretending like they're coming towards them in love, but somebody who really is coming towards them in love. Not someone who is hanging around woulda, coulda, shoulda. Please give us someone, even if it's a new person. Okay, see, who is coming towards option 4 in love? Please, please, someone. Okay. Okay, if you were in option 3, you already saw this card. It is the DJ, cool and always in the spotlight. I rebuke this energy right now. I do not want, I said I do not want this for my viewers. If you're a card reader, has this kind of thing ever happened to you before where the cards decide they're just going to talk about or do what they want to talk about, say what they want to talk about, and they're not paying you any attention? I assume maybe these are messages people need to hear today. But let's see. Who is coming towards option 4 in love? Who in the world is coming towards option 4 in love? We have the Pilot. Curious and well-traveled, he'll sweep you off your feet, literally. I really hope so. I hope that we're going to get somebody who's about that business of coming towards you, option 4. This person is exciting. This person is interesting. This person has seen places and met people and has a lot of cool stories to tell. This is someone who's daring and adventurous. Okay, someone who wouldn't be dull and boring. This is probably someone who is a traveler, though, someone who maybe travels a lot. They could travel for work, like we see here literally with the pilot. Of course, they don't have to be a pilot and they don't have to travel for work, but travel is a big thing with this person. Now, I have to also mention, I wonder if this is someone who is at a distance from you and they're coming through with the pilot energy because they want to come from far away to be with you or approach you. So for some of you, maybe you're watching and this is someone you haven't actually met in person, or maybe you have and you just live far away from them. So seeing them is not something that would be daily. But yes, let's continue. That's just for some people. So who else? Let's say who else? No, who is this person? Please tell us more about this person who is coming towards option 4 in love. We have the 6 of discs. We also have the Magician. Okay. So yeah, this is, again, I'm getting this energy of someone who's very interesting, has a lot of stories to tell. This is someone who's highly capable. I wonder if this is a jack of all trades and master of none, though. They've done a little bit of everything, and because they've done a little bit of everything, they haven't stood still long enough to go deep into anything and become like a master at, anything, but they know how to do some of everything. They've experienced a lot. This is someone who gets, I think, lucky breaks as well, in life. Maybe at some point they're down, but they're never out, and they actually aren't out, or down, I should say. They aren't down for long. Looks like they've got luck on their side. This is someone who, regarding this card here that you chose, expectation, this is someone who can afford, you could say, to be optimistic because so far in life, things have worked out for them. Every time they've found themselves in a bind or a pickle, somehow they come out smelling like a rose. It reminds me of someone I knew many years ago. I don't think this would be really a common thing in today's economy, but this person, would go get a job and work for some weeks or maybe some months, a few months, and somehow or another they would lose a job or they would quit the job, and then they'd have, maybe a period of, like, a brief period of not really doing anything. And while they're not doing anything, it's not like they're homeless or going hungry because somebody else is there taking care of them. Somebody else is giving them shelter, a spouse, a significant other, a family member, they're getting fed and all that. And then they say, oh, I need to go get another job. So then they go get another job and the same thing happens, which is it doesn't stick, it doesn't last. The person doesn't, I don't know, they don't stay. They're kind of a rolling stone. So I'm wondering if this person is like that, option 4. Now let's see what else we can find out about this person. So please tell us more about this person who is coming towards option 4 in love. Please tell us more about this person. We have divine intervention, but it's reversed. Upright, it would say unexpected guidance, universe stepping in, redirected paths, and saved just in time. Now, I'm kind of surprised this is reversed since we were just talking about this person's uncanny luck. But I guess maybe what we are dealing with here then is someone who may be lucky but isn't acknowledging that God or the universe or some being or force greater than them is orchestrating all of this good fortune for them, this luck, this ability of theirs to be like a cat with 9 lives. So I would say this person is not spiritual or religious or probably mystical at all. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We also have lessons learned, and is reversed, but upright it would say wisdom gained, completing cycles, growth through experience, and I'm wiser now. So the fact that this is reversed, suggests that this person does not learn their lesson. They just keep repeating. And we were talking about how this person just kind of bounces around or rolls around like a rolling stone. Okay. Just gonna switch and kind of move that over. Okay, so that's who we're dealing with here. Option 4. I'm happy so far. So far, so good. We got an actual person. Now let's see what this person would like to say to you. Option 4. What would this person like to say to option 4? What is on this person's mind about option 4? Let's see what would they like to say to option 4. We have, I don't want to fall in love. Love cuts just like a knife. But you make the knife feel good. I'll fight you till the end. This is from the song Don't Want to Fall in Love by Jane Child. Okay. So it looks like they're falling for you, option 4, but they don't want to. Remember I was saying this person is like, I didn't say irresponsible, but you know, they fly by the seat of their pants. You know, I mean, they're not so much planning for tomorrow or next week or next month or next year. Maybe they're planning for tomorrow, next week, and next month, but probably not next year. Certainly not for retirement, or a rainy day. As we said, I mean, they really haven't perhaps suffered the consequences really of their non-stick-to-itness. But because they are falling for you, they are uncomfortable, you know, because they don't want necessarily to be tied down, you know, like this person is a would-be jet setter, you know, they want to keep going. There's a song that is another song coming through for you, option 4. I'm going to make note of it. I don't know what the name of that song is, but it goes, ain't nothing gonna break my stride, nobody gonna slow me down, oh no, I've got to keep on moving. So, and I'm talking about the original song there. I'm pretty sure maybe over the years we've had some hip-hop artists or someone like sample that song, excuse me, but I am going to, I think it's a song from back in the 80s. Catchy tune, actually. But it's about someone, yeah, they cannot be tied down, you know, like they got to keep on moving for whatever reason. Like they got this psychological thing, like they can't be tied. I don't know what happens if they get tied down or they have to stay in one place. They have some fear around it. And I think that this person obviously has some kind of fear around falling in love because of what that would mean. That they would actually have to maybe grow up and be responsible, and maybe they don't really want to do that. Or if this person is already responsible to some extent, they still want their freedom, and they recognize that falling in love with someone is like not going to be conducive to complete freedom in their life. being able to come and go as they please. They realize they won't be able to do that if they're in love with someone and they're there with them and all that. So that's interesting, option 4. Let's see what their intentions are towards you at this time. So what are this person's intentions towards option 4 at this time? We have generous. Give with an open heart. Offer without expectation. Unconditional love. Okay, well, what else we got? We have purify. Clean up, sweep clean, empty, and organize. Yeah, I think this person does want to address this issue within themselves, despite this lyric here, that they're going to fight you to the end. I think the war, if there is a war, will be going on within themselves about changing themselves, because their intentions towards you are to give you love generously with an open heart and without expectation. Now, that kind of goes along with this freewheeling attitude they have towards life, but at the same time, when you start to give this kind of love to someone you are falling in love with, it stands to reason that you have to start showing up for that person, just to show that you care. And if you do care, then that kind of changes everything for someone who just isn't inclined to settle down or be very serious or committed to anything in life. So this is a major issue that this person now, I think, could be struggling with, and it's because of their feelings for you that are rapidly hurtling towards the L word. Okay, let me see. One last thing. So what specific action, if any, is this person going to be taking towards option 4? What is the specific action? Oh, okay, we have a card flipping out. It says amore, that is love. Okay, we got the, I don't know if you can see this. I'll get it to focus, probably not. Don't know why. There we go. So that's nice, isn't it? The little angels in the background and everything, kissing. Okay. So, okay, amore is love, okay? So we already know that their intention is to give you love, despite their protests. And this card that flips out and tells us the same thing. So what specific action is this person going to be taking towards option 4? We have, interestingly, this card is this deck's equivalent to that card, expectation. We also have the room. Okay, yeah, so this person wants to meet up with you. They want to have, I think, some private time meeting up with you as well. I mean, so this might be, if this person is long distance, maybe they will invite you to go on some kind of trip with them, or to meet them halfway, or to come visit them, or they will ask if they can come and visit you. There's a coming together here, and there's a sense of intimacy, and so take that for what you will. It could be, just emotional intimacy of, spending time with someone and having deep conversations, or it could be, a physical type of intimacy. But this person has great expectations here. And they want to come towards you, and it looks like this should be happening fairly soon. I would say option 4, that they are going to be taking this action, trying to get together with you. Okay. I'm so glad that you have someone actually coming towards you, option 4. I hope this all works out. I mean, if this is someone you actually want to be with. Uh, Thank you very much for watching me. If you enjoyed this reading, please consider subscribing. And please do subscribe if you feel led to do so. I am going to move on now to the next reading. Hello there, option 5. If you chose this card, military person, this will be your reading. So today we are answering the question, who is coming towards you in love? So let's find out. Who is coming towards option 5 in love? Please tell us who is coming towards them. We have the lifeguard, says, heroic and sun-kissed. Do you need the rescuer or the rescue? Put that there. That's interesting. So this is someone who is probably athletic and or outdoorsy. This is someone who is fit, into perhaps fitness. As I said, or I think I said physical activity. You know, this may be someone who goes to a gym or just likes to play sports or something like that. They may literally be a lifeguard or a swimmer. This may be someone maybe whose job it is to work, say, like in emergency services somehow, in healthcare, first response, something like that. And if not, they're just by personality a very helpful person. Someone who sees someone in distress and wants to do something about it instead of walking on by and just assuming that someone else will do it instead. I mean, you know, help instead. So this person sounds like they have some admirable qualities. Option 5. Let's see what else we can find out about them, though. So tell us more about this person who is coming towards option 5 in love. Please tell us more about this person. We have justice. We also have the world. Well, you know, I was talking about how we're dealing with someone who can't just walk on past someone who is in need, that they are the type of person who wants to reach out and help, you know, even if it's a stranger. And here with the justice card, we're getting again this sense that we're dealing with someone who has a strong sense of right and wrong and may even feel like it's their duty to help. Now, you chose the military person, and you know that's kind of a similar type of energy, an energy of wanting to protect and serve. Actually, I think, isn't that a police officer motto? So this person, I already said, you know, first response, they might be working in the military or police or something like that, some kind of security type of job. So there's an emphasis here on keeping people safe because it's the right thing to do. So this is the kind of person, like I said, that, you know, you got someone who's got some positive qualities here. And with the world, yeah, I think that we're dealing with someone who is, you know, has a they have a level of consciousness that may be above the average, quote unquote, level of consciousness, because they recognize the need to step in and do what other people don't want to do, or for whatever reason just don't do. This is someone who runs towards the danger instead of away from it. And for most people, maybe the reflex action would be to avoid those types of situations. But this is someone who, like I said, they are a different breed, and they've got a different mentality. I think I said higher. I did, yeah, a higher level mentality. Signs wise, I guess I should mention, I think Justice is Libra, and with the World, we've got the fixed cross, namely Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And actually, let me see, we have Death here on the bottom of the deck. And, I was talking about first response, running towards the danger and all that. So, all this energy, this is all very, actually, Scorpio is the Death card. So this is some very, this is some seriously heavy energy. This is the energy of someone who lives in a flawed world, and they know and they fully acknowledge that. And they say, but I'm going to do whatever I can anyway to try and make this place a better place. Okay. Interesting, option 5. So please tell us more about this person who is coming towards option 5. What more can you tell us about this person? We have DM slide, unexpected flirtation. Let's see if I can get this to focus for me again. Probably not. There we go. Direct messages, testing the waters, and sliding into your inbox. Okay, we also have red flags, warning signs, ignored intuition, potential trouble, and you knew better. What? Okay, so this is weird, because I've waxed poetic about this person having, this higher level consciousness and this truly helpful attitude, for the universal good, blah, blah, blah. And now we get this, what? Red flags? What? DM slide? Now, I could say that's kind of neutral. This person might have spontaneously started messaging you. Maybe there's something behind the scenes about their approach to you, and that it's romantic. Like, I don't know why. This would be private, behind the scenes, or what have you. But this card here is indicating that there's some kind of red flag here. So I don't know if this person did something that should have given you pause, and maybe you are ignoring it or did ignore it. Maybe you found out that they were secretly messaging someone inappropriate somethings, or that they were just messaging someone, expressing some kind of romantic interest, and that was something that would or could have been a red flag to you, but again, you didn't really pay attention or heed it, something like that. Now I'm talking about it, it could be that maybe this is a past person for you. Maybe this is someone you don't have dealings with anymore. I suppose that's the case for some of you. I would say it's the case for some of you. Okay, so this should be interesting. Let's see now what is on this person's mind regarding you, option 5. So what's on this person's mind regarding option 5? What would they like to say to option 5 at this time? What would this person like to say to option 5 at this time? Okay, it says, I can't get you out of my mind. Sex and you be all I see. That is from the song Freak in You. Sorry for the grammar, but that is the lyric. Okay, that song is by Jodeci. Okay, this song is about, well, if you haven't guessed here, I mean, it's about someone just obsessively fantasizing about someone they would like to, you know, get it on with. A lot. So, this person, you know, I kind of thought that when I saw this, you know, kind of Baywatch type scene. I'm sorry, am I dating myself by referring to this as a Baywatch type of scene? Anyway, Baywatch was a show that was on TV years ago, and it was about, I guess, the life and times of these people who worked as lifeguards on a beach, probably in LA or somewhere. I don't even know where exactly. I never watched the show personally, but apparently, I mean, it had these highly attractive young people on it, and so people were watching. Pamela Anderson, who you may have heard of, I think this was her breakout role, you know, and so much was made of her running on the beach in slow motion with her assets bouncing, shall we say. But anyway, so I should maybe have seen this energy coming, especially with the DM slide too. I'm sorry, I didn't catch the sexual vibe here, but yeah, this person is maybe low-key obsessed with you sexually, like they're fantasizing about you all the time. Like it's really a distracting problem for this person, if you can call it a problem. So now let's see what their intentions are towards you, option 5. I mean, I think maybe with this lyric, we don't really have to wonder, but I, you know, am asking this question for every pile, so, or every option, I should say. So for option 5, what is this person's intentions? What are this person's intentions towards option 5? What are this person's intentions towards option 5? We have the seagull. It says cunning, perseverance, fearlessness, survival, and freedom. Okay, we also have delivery, transportation, inheritance, and escort. That's interesting. You know, we got some water cards here. We got, you know, our lifeguard running through the water there. We got the seagull here on the ocean, and we got this little guy here on a boat in some water. Is this person a water sign, maybe? We already got Scorpio energy, so maybe that's coming back around. But maybe we got a Cancer or a Pisces here, even though that's interesting. Because I was going to say that maybe this person does have, you know, this goodwill towards humanity, but at the same time, they got some issues when it comes to behaving appropriately around love and romance. Or I should say behaving appropriately. Maybe it's more so like, you know, if you're going to be interested in one person, then, you know, or if you're going to lead that person to think that they're the only one, then don't go behind their back, you know, texting somebody else racy things or whatever this red flag behavior could be or could have been. But it looks like this person's intentions towards you, option 5, are to continue to try and have something with you. You know, they want to figure out what to do to move towards you And it looks to me like they are going to try something. But let's see if we can get something more explicit about that. No pun intended. So what specific action, if any, is this person going to be taking towards option 5? We have, okay, that's constancy. Also, okay, the merchant. Wow, okay, that's pretty good, option 5. It looks like this person is going to be taking some kind of action, maybe to officialize some kind of connection with you. You know, maybe they want to talk to you about being exclusive, regardless of whatever this red flag stuff was or is. This is someone here, they actually are coming through like they got some kind of serious intention. Despite all this, you know, like I said, some kind of distracting energies here. I mean, we know that their sexual attraction to you is off the charts, but it seems that they want something more than that, though, with you. Huh. Okay, well, that's good news. Well, maybe that's good news. I don't know. I'm concerned about the red flags, but that's for you to work out. Option 5 and is beyond the scope of this reading. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to move on now to option 6, and if you enjoyed this reading, please consider subscribing or liking the video. It helps my channel out a lot so it can grow. Thank you again. Hello, option 6. If you chose this card, the rich girl, this will be your reading. So we're going to answer the question, at least that's what I hope to do. Who is coming towards you in love? Option 6. So for those who chose option 6, who is coming towards option 6 in love? Okay, we have the gamer. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Tech savvy and introverted. Levels up nightly. Pauses for snacks. Okay, so this person may be into gaming. There's your first clue, option 6. And I wonder if it's just video games. This person may also just really enjoy, you know, entertainment, movies, YouTube videos, TV shows. So they may be all into all that kind of things that are on a screen. You know, they may be very into their phone and technology, the latest gadgets and whatnot. They may have them somehow. I say have them somehow because I don't know, maybe they are like this rich girl here. Maybe they come from a background that they have wealth, or you know, they're well off. Maybe it's their family or something. Maybe I don't know, they just live like that, like they're putting it all on credit cards and, you know, faking it till they make it, or maybe not. Maybe not even trying to make it. And maybe not really even trying to fake it, just, you know, being a consumer. You know, in our culture, that's pretty normative. So, you know, I can't say it's good or bad. Here I am my attention is drawn to the fact that this person has not one, but 2 containers of chips sitting there. So this person may be a snacker. Maybe they like chips in particular. So I think there's, yeah, a soda can and maybe a beer. Is that a beer bottle over there too? So yeah, this person maybe is not a, but then, I wasn't necessarily thinking that, the gamer energy is going to translate into health consciousness. Okay, let's see what else we can find out about this person. Option 6. So for option 6, please tell us more about this gamer person who is coming towards option 6. Please tell us more. We've got the 2 of Wands. We also have the 9 of Wands. Okay, so we got a lot of Wands energy here. This is fire. That would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This seems like someone who is kind of closed off. I mean, maybe they enjoy gaming so much that they just kind of don't do anything else. Maybe this is someone who has friends, but they're, like all on Discord and they never met them in real life because, they just get together for gaming, quote unquote, get together, like online. This may be someone who aspires to experience more in life, see the world even. But again, there's this energy of holding back. I don't know if they've maybe made some kind of effort before. This is kind of strange, actually. I'm getting kind of like, is this person having mental health issues or concerns? Like, is this person on the spectrum? Somehow or another, social activity or social connections are, I don't know if I want to say lacking, but not fully fleshed out, developed, or yeah, something like that is going on here with this person. So I'm wondering actually how you would have encountered this person. Maybe you too are a gamer. Maybe you quote unquote met them, by playing a game online or something. But this is the person who is coming towards you, option 6. So let's see what else we can find out. So for option 6, tell us more, please, about this person who is coming towards option 6. Please tell us more. We have hopeless romantic. It says believing in fairy tales, idealizing love, constantly waiting, and forever dreaming. Let me see if I can get this to focus. I get so excited when it focuses for me. Because most of the time it doesn't. Even though it's been doing pretty good today. Pretty good. Some for a reason when I hold, well, it had been working when I was holding it. But anyway, I just wanted you to see, oh, there it is. Okay. I just wanted you to see this image here. You see the girl looking at the 2 people on the TV screen. And this person here is living vicariously, as it were, through these characters on the TV screen. They're not out living their own life. They're not out, kissing their own handsome young man, or woman. They are just closing their eyes and imagining what it would be like. And so, as I said, this person we're dealing with here maybe hasn't had the real world experiences, not for a lack of interest in them, but because of some kind of social awkwardness, or they tried and failed and they were kind of sensitive to that, and so they didn't try again. There was a saying, or I don't know where it came from or whatever, but the saying was meeting people is easy. But the thing about it is that meeting people is not easy for everybody, which I guess that's why you've got folks who made money off of teaching other people how to, quote, win friends and influence people. I think that was the name of the book. There's a book with that name, right? How to Win Friends and Influence People. Let me see. I think that's right. I'm going to look that up quickly because I feel drawn to. I can't remember the person's name who wrote it, but they are famous for having written this book, and it was probably okay. Here we go. Yes, I was going to say that. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Okay, it says this is a classic self-help book that teaches principles for improving social skills, communication, and leadership through practical advice and anecdotes. So this is coming through in this reading, I think, and I was glad to go confirm that and look that up because, as I was saying, this person has an issue. This person has some deficit here. Option 6. So let me see about what else we got. We also have deja vu, repeating patterns, familiar lessons, unresolved issues, and we've been here before. Now, I find it interesting that this card, again, has a person here and this other scene that they're not actually a part of, or maybe they are a part of, actually. Maybe this is this person remembering something from the past. But again, as we were saying, this person here who is coming towards you in love, option 6, is maybe once bitten and twice shy. So now they don't want to have a bad outcome again. So that's why they're like guarded, closed off, not engaging the world and life maybe quite like they would like to or would have liked to had they not had this social difficulty or deficit or what have you. So now let's see option 6, what this person would like to say to you. So what would this person like to say to option 6 at this time? What's on their mind about option 6 at this time? What would they like to say to option 6? We have, oh, I love you, and then sometimes I feel that I can't stand you, but I just can't bring myself to leave you, and you keep pushing me away from you. This is from the song Is This Pain or Pleasure, by Mint Condition. Interesting. This is another lyric from a song that came in another reading, so you might be here from another pile. If so, hello. But here what we have is a situation, it's kind of a love-hate thing, but I don't think that it's as strong as that here. I think this person, option 6, is conflicted within themselves because they, on the one hand, they're this hopeless romantic and they very much want to experience life outside of a screen, but on the other hand it's scary and they might have the same bad painful outcome as before, and so they are saying, interestingly, you keep pushing them away from you, but I'm wondering if you're doing anything. It may be that you're not doing anything and that they are simply projecting this onto you because they need an excuse to not emerge from the basement and live in the light of day in the real world where you can reach out and touch real people, including your sweetheart, the one you want to be with. But yes, there's this very mixed kind of thing here with this person. Like, they have these feelings for you, they want to come toward you. On the other hand, they are repelled for some reason, and they're in this lyric kind of blaming it on something that you're doing. I don't know what maybe you are doing something. Option 6, are you doing something to push this person away? Maybe that's actually an accurate assessment on their part. I don't know. But I'm getting more of the sense that this is like excuse making. Okay. So for option 6, what is this person's intentions towards option 6? What is this gamer person's actual intentions towards option 6? We have exploration. It says creation, experimentation, universe, and underground. We also have loneliness, emptiness, depression, wandering, and gap period. Well, that's sad, option 6. This person, as we said, I mean, you know, they're isolated and lonely. But they do want to explore. I talked about that. They want to come out of the basement. They want to come out of the shell. They want to come out of their shell. They want to come out of the shadows. And yet they're very torn. But we got on this card wandering, and we got on this card, exploration. So it could be that this person's intentions are to maybe stick their toe in the water and, like kind of find out what it might be like to, try again. So you could be kind of bringing them out of themselves. Because it says this person is a hopeless romantic. So whatever they are showing or not showing, this is an underlying truth about them. So they want love. They want affection. But yeah, there's something that's, past experiences and their own social deficits making this a difficult thing for them to pursue. Yeah, they're coming through in this reading as a person who's coming towards you, option 6. So, as I said, I think maybe they want to explore and maybe they're going to make some kind of effort to do so with you. Let's see. For option 6, what is this person specifically going to do to come towards this person? In coming towards this person, in coming towards option 6, what is this person specifically going to do? We have the letter and disaster. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have this house, which I guess is kind of appropriate since we're talking about someone who's maybe like not coming out of their safe space at home, presumably. But it looks like this person's action that they're going to take towards you, option 6, is to actually write you something. Now, this could be a text message or an email or, I don't know, like a literal letter. I don't know. But I think they're going to try to explain to you why they kind of are the way they are. And it might be their attempt to see how you react, to see if you are understanding, supportive, willing to work with them and, be patient as they take their little baby steps. So, yeah, I think that's what their intention to do is at this time, option 6. So I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and or subscribe to this channel so that it can grow, which I would be very happy with. Thank you for watching. Hello there, option 7. If you chose main character 2, this will be your reading. We are answering the question, who is coming towards you in love? So let's get started. for option 7. Who is coming towards option 7 in love? Who is coming towards option 7 in love? We have the mama's boy, overly attached and pampered. His mom's opinion isn't just important, it's mandatory. Oh, you see this here, the scale here. He's got like for you over here, and on the other side for mom. Oh. Okay, so you got a mama's boy coming towards you. Or mama, maybe, I don't know if it would be like a daddy's girl. Mama's boy / daddy's girl. Parents, child. But that is an interesting dynamic, because this, I think what this is saying though is that the person is just very involved with one or both of their parents. You know, they probably have a strong bond with them, maybe a good relationship. I don't know if it's good or if it's pathological in some kind of way. I guess it depends on the situation. But there's definitely a lot of involvement, or you know, this person is deeply, highly influenced by their parent or parents, and it's obvious. So I mean, my sense here is that, you know, again, there's a closer relationship, whether you can call it healthy or not. Well, you know, that I'm sure will vary from person to person, but this is the type of person, though, who is coming towards you in love, option 7. And, you know, I mean, certainly it's a good thing for people to have good relationships with their parents. You know, I could see how it might get in the way if, you know, they are having an adult relationship and the parents are maybe making demands that thwart the relationship with, you know, the significant other. But anyway, this is who's coming towards you in love. Let's see what else we can find out about this person, option 7. So tell us more about this person who is coming towards option 7 in love. We have the 4 of discs. And we have the 8 of wands. This is an interesting combination, because here we got some earth on the table and some fire. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, yeah, this is kind of mixed. This is like someone whose first reaction is to do something and take action, take bold, decisive action, but then who's held back by, I don't know, like the inability to take the action that they want to take. And so with regard to you, option 7, maybe this is someone who wants to come towards you, or has been wanting to come towards you a lot more fully, and then hasn't. And I wonder if it's having something to do with some family obligation, or it's something to have to do with their parents, or something that they, and it could be parental issues like I was talking about earlier, like, you know, sometimes enmeshment, or I should say sometimes a close relationship is enmeshment and it's not healthy or productive. So I don't know if someone else would be somehow interfering with this person's desire to take action towards you, or just what. But yeah, there's a mismatch. They want to, but then they can't somehow. And again, I'm feeling like it's some kind of baggage. I don't know, maybe it's baggage from childhood. Maybe this is what we're trying to, maybe this is what's trying to come through, is, you know, childhood, what's it is influencing this person so that they are holding back. Or maybe we'll find out more as the reading continues. Okay, so please tell us more about this person who is coming towards option 7. Please tell us more. We've got hustle mode, but it's in reverse. Upright, it would say grinding hard, ambitious drive, determined effort, and sleep can wait. But, as I said, that is actually reversed. Let's see. Okay, we also have self-made in reverse. Independent success is what it would say upright. Upright also would say overcoming odds, creating your own path, and built from nothing. But again, it's reversed, so the meaning is reversed. So this is somebody who's not out there trying to make their own way in the world. Again, there's something with the family, the parents, some kind of enmeshment maybe, or some close relationship, for better or worse, with one or both parents, and this is somehow holding this person back. Maybe this person feels like they don't have what they need. They're not equipped to come towards you somehow, like they don't have enough in the way of material things, or they, I don't know exactly. Yeah, they don't, not having something to offer. I wonder, does this person say, for example, stay with their parents, and that's understandably a barrier to getting seriously involved with someone romantically, because I mean, like, where are you going to take them? Back to their place, I guess. I guess you could do that. That's just an example, though, so I don't know if that's this person's issue or not. Different people watching will surely have different situations. But now let's look at what this person would like to say to you, option 7. So what would this person like to say to option 7 at this time? What is on this person's mind about option 7? What would they like to say? We have Jack and Jill went up the hill to have a little fun. Stupid Jill forgot her pill, and now they've got a son. This is from I Don't Believe You Want to Get Up and Dance, Oops, by the Gap Band. Okay. So this is bringing me back around to this parental influence and the barriers that are somehow involved because of that parental or familial influence. Actually, this song, I don't even really quite know exactly what this song is. It's kind of a weird stream of consciousness delivery of lyrics, I think. It's just kind of a fun, or supposedly fun song. This is kind of lyric that one would not get away with probably in today's world. This song is from like the early 80s or the 70s or something. But here it is referencing having a little adult fun, but then having certain results, namely, a child that was not planned for, not wanted. That's quite interesting. I was going to maybe say something about this person. I was getting more of the sense that this is someone who maybe is hasn't maybe spread their wings and flown out of the nest, but and that could be the case. But also here, I wonder if there's some situation in which maybe they, like, literally can relate to the lyrics of this song because they had an unexpected pregnancy that occurred. And now this song also could be coming through because this person wants to communicate that they can't see themselves just getting together with somebody for a quick fumble, if you will, and just letting it be that. Like they're thinking very seriously about what it means to approach someone romantically and what it means to be intimate physically with someone, because there are things that can take place, and this person is concerned about those things, um, and rightly so. you know okay, let me see now. What are this person's intentions towards option 7 at this time? What are this person's intentions towards option 7? We have exam, diagnostics, certificates, election, and registration. We also have jealousy, possessiveness, competitiveness, dependence, and paranoia. You know, I feel like this person, the jealousy here, maybe they see something in you that they wish that they had. And so this too is somewhat of a barrier for them. Maybe you are out there making your own way. Maybe you are adulting well, independent. Maybe you got your own place, your own car, your own money, what have you. Maybe you got your stuff together, and maybe outside of, some outsized family or parental influence, residential restriction, or what have you. So I'm not really sure here. Again, is this another pile where the person has an interest but is not going to act on it? Let me see. Okay, so for option 7, what specifically is this person going to do in coming towards option 7, if anything? Okay, we've got the baby. And we have size, like that kind of size. SIGHS, not SIZE. Herm. Bottom of the deck. What is this card? Playfulness. Oh. Yeah, I feel like there's regret here, like they would like to, as I said, come towards you, and yet there's things holding them back, like their circumstances, their jealousy of you. Maybe they feel like there's a mismatch, again, like you're doing things and they're not. This is an issue for them, and they've got some kind of parental or something, familial thing going on. They got this hang up about, I don't know, unwanted pregnancies. And it's interesting that the baby card came out beside this. As far as their intention, maybe actually they would like to be able to, have a family with you or with someone. But again, like they're just not in a good place for that in their own life. And so they will hope and wish, it looks like here to me, that they could come towards you. But I don't know if they actually are. I'm going to see, like I think I did for another group. Where did that deck go? Let's see. Okay, so is this person going to take action towards option 7? Is this person going to take action here? We've got the moon. We've got the dog. And we've got the fox. We also have the birds. Okay, so it looks like this person, yes, has these romantic feelings, but I think that they will try to come across more like a friend. And maybe that's all that they can manage for now regarding you until they work out whatever this other stuff is. Okay, option 7, this is your reading. If you enjoyed this reading, please consider liking and or subscribing to my channel, my little baby channel, so it can grow. Thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, if there is one, and I hope there will be, goodbye.